Alright muckers, so just wanted to make a very quick informational video here on how the PlayStation 5 handles my particular ultra-wide display. So what I have there is the BenQ EW27. So that's a 3440 by 1440p display. So what happens with mine, because that monitor is a HDMI 2.0, it allows me to accept a 4K signal on that monitor, even though it's not 4K itself, it's 1440p native. So I have selected 4K on the PlayStation 5 output, and what then happens is it downsamples the picture down to 1440p, so you're still getting that nice crisp 1440p resolution. So then what it does is it seems to stretch the picture ever so slightly. So there is, I mean, it's not very noticeable. There is obviously some distortion there in the picture where it widens it. But I mean, it's still very, very playable. So let me have a little flick through the menus here. Get this camera to zoom in. There you go. I don't know if you can even detect distortion, but there is a little bit of distortion there. But hang on, I'll put on a game here so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. So that's Outriders that I was playing earlier. Let's have a little zoom around there. So we're still getting our nice ultra-wide screen there. I don't know if you can detect any distortion, but it is stretching the picture ever so slightly. But the key thing for me is because it's a newer monitor, that one, and it has the HDMI 2.0, it does allow you to take the 4K signal and then just downscale it to the 1440p. But I mean, it still looks great. I was playing on the game there for a few hours and it never bothered me in the slightest. So yeah, it's a good option until hopefully, fingers crossed, PlayStation adds some ultra-wide support, or at least 1440p native support. I think for a lot of games that's going to be the sweet spot. So hopefully in a firmware update they're going to add that soon. But in the meantime, this is what you're going to get if you've got a 1440p display like me. So yeah, it still looks pretty good, still pretty playable. So that's what you should get if you also have HDMI 2.0. As I say, any older HDMI and you're not going to get that. It won't accept the 4K signal, so you'd be looking at a 1080p display, which will then be stretched, which I think, to be honest, would look awful. It's going to look very pixelated. But yeah, that's going to do it for that one. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.